Imagine a typical Monday morning in Mbombela. A 29-year-old traffic officer pulls into the driveway in a sleek Golf 7. She's disciplined, her paperwork is perfect, and her brown uniform is crisp. But by Tuesday, she's behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz C-Class. By Wednesday, an ML 250. On a salary of roughly 15,000 to 20,000 rand a month, nobody thought to ask how Khanyisile Nyalunga was funding a life of high-end luxury and a mansion in Ingondini. That is until the 29th of July, when the blue lights she usually operated were suddenly flashing in her own rearview mirror. Tonight we are diving into the case that shook South Africa to its core. A story of a respected public servant allegedly moonlighting as a key player for a violent cash-in-transit syndicate. Was she a victim of family loyalty or the mastermind behind the heist? Let's get into the story. To understand Khanyisile, you have to understand where she came from. She was the daughter of a highly disciplined woman, a local teacher who raised her with strict values. Khanyisile followed that path, completing her training and joining the Mbombela Traffic Department. She was known as quiet, focused, and disciplined, but there was a shadow in her family tree. Growing up, Khanyisile didn't know that she had a half-brother until she was an adult. His name was Desmond Kulani, but on the streets, they called him Munu, a man whose life was the polar opposite of hers. While Khanyisile was uploading the law, Desmond was being raised by the prison cells, drifting in and out of the system for years. When their mother passed away, leaving Khanyisile a state-of-the-art double-story mansion, the two siblings became inseparable. But investigators say that this bond wasn't just about family, it was a bridge into the criminal underworld. How does a traffic cop become a heist coordinator? According to prosecutors, the transformation was lucrative. Khanyisile reportedly fell in love with the soft life, the luxury cars, and the envy of her colleagues. But she wasn't just a passenger. Allegations suggest she was the one in the very forefront of the planning. She reportedly handpicked the men for the hits, used her position to book guest houses and hotels to serve as tactical safe houses, even used her own service pistol and private vehicles to transport heavy weaponry to and from scenes. She was the perfect insider. Who would suspect a traffic officer transporting a bag of AK-47s? Everything came to a halt on Thursday, July 27, just after 1:30 p.m. A Fidelity armed truck was moving through the White River Hazy View Junction, escorted by a high-level tactical vehicle. It was standard protocol for a region plagued by CIT attacks. Suddenly, chaos erupted. A GWM steed slammed into the armed truck at full speed. Before the dust could even settle, the air was filled with the deafening roar of automatic rifles. Two security guards were hit in the crossfire as the escort team fought back with everything they had. The heist failed. The attackers fled the scene in 3 getaway cars, leaving behind a trail of shell casings and blood. But as investigators began piecing together CCTV footage and phone records, they found a lead that defied belief. A vehicle registered to a local traffic officer had been spotted at the scene. The police didn't waste time. They executed a search warrant at Khanyisile's mansion. What they found was the ultimate betrayal for her badge. Parked neatly in her yard were 2 stolen Mercedes-Benz vehicles, an ML250 and a C-Class, both linked directly to the heist scene. Khanyisile was arrested the next day, charged with conspiracy to commit robbery, attempted murder, and the possession of unlicensed firearms. Yet, even in handcuffs, she remained defiant. She refused to name the accomplices and fought to protect her brother, Desmond, who was still a free man.
Nyalunga is suspected of having been involved in attempted heist. She allegedly aided the suspects who rammed an armed cash-in transit van in Hazyview last week. Some security guards were injured during a shootout with the suspects. The suspects fled the scene after a backup arrived. More than 50 spent cartridges were found on the scene. Some of the vehicles used in the heist were allegedly found in Nyalunga's yard. It was discovered that the vehicles were stolen in Mala, Bushbuckridge, and Vosloorus in Gauteng. It is also alleged that Nyalunga transported the suspects and the firearms used during the heist.
The legal battle was a roller coaster. Initially denied bail as a flight risk, she appealed to the High Court. The judge ruled that because she had no prior convictions and wasn't physically caught at the heist, she could be released on a 5,000 rand bail. But her freedom was short-lived. Just weeks later, on a cold August morning, a passerby near the Numbi gate of Kruger National Park made a gruesome discovery. Khanyisile's brother, Desmond, he was dead. He had been executed, shot multiple times in the head and chest. Some locals reportedly celebrated the news, a testament of how feared he truly was. With her brother gone, Khanyisile stands alone in court. She remains a public servant accused of living in two worlds, one of the law and the other of the blood-stained criminal underworld. Now, if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment down below which other topics I should touch on.